I'm muted. There we go. Chelsea 1, Manchester United 1, or Manchester United 1, Chelsea 1. And there's not much else to say, really, apart from we bottled it completely. We absolutely bottled it. I really don't know what to say. Absolutely no game plan, it would seem. United seemed to be going for it. It's not even a case of United sat on it or were looking for the draw or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It was not one of those games where United weren't waiting for a draw. They went 1-0 up, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? We were toothless. We were absolutely procrastinating. We were oh my God. We could have scored so many times, like you say, Dan. We could have scored so many times. It is just, again, one of those situations again and again and again. Like, oh my goodness me. So many chances we could have taken, and we didn't. We didn't take it. First half, like you say, Booty, we were decent. We were all right. It wasn't brilliant. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't fantastic from Chelsea. First 5-10 minutes was all United, but I feel like we were assessing the situation, and I had high hopes. I had high hopes for this game. I predicted a draw, thinking full well that it would probably end up being just that, purely based on like like history, all this sort of thing. But at the same time, like, come on. It's absolutely a joke that we can't win at Old Trafford for whatever reason it is. Again, I can't stress enough, a lot of these players were like 11, 12, 13 years old, 14, 15 years old when we last won at Old Trafford. There's no pressure. Palmer, let's be honest, I can't really say was involved in the match too much. It's one of those games. It's one of those games where, somehow, some way, whatever reason it is, whatever happened, he just was seemingly invisible. Jackson and Palmer just completely invisible in this game, and I don't really understand what more we could have done apart from, obviously, fucking just win it. I don't know. I need to watch the game back. I really do, to understand what went wrong. It was slow. It was so slow. It was so tedious watching this game. And again, I really, really don't think Man United were anything special that we couldn't overcome what they were. We could have picked up what they were putting down. Like we had so many chances, so many counterattacks. Palmer had his chances that he could have easily gone for a shot. You saw him frustrated at times, doing fuck and all that sort of thing. And it wasn't meant to be for whatever reason. I'm so confused how we struggle so much against Manchester United, and I really did. I really came into this game like just sort of secretly confident of, like, I predicted a draw, but I thought surely we must come away with a win here. Ruud van Nistelrooy, the manager, sure the fans might have been up for it. I'm sure Old Trafford was absolutely pumping. The atmosphere was good and all that sort of thing. But at the same time, like, come on. The game's there to be won. United weren't doing anything special. They had their chances, sure, but like, again, it's one of those games where, I don't know. People are saying, I keep seeing people comment TikTok and on YouTube saying, a point at Old Trafford's not the worst. Bollocks. Bollocks. I don't agree. I don't agree. The game was there to be won from us. We didn't take the game by the scruff of the neck in any way, shape, or form. There was never really a point in this game where I felt like we were really challenging or really like fighting for the win. It was almost like we knew it was going to be a draw. Sanchez cost us the game. You're absolutely right, Nathan, for sure. It was one of those situations where the ball's going away from goal. Why? Why on earth are you lunging in with your arms flailed and grabbing the foot and everything? How has he been sold that hot dog and he's eating it? I don't understand. I really truthfully don't understand how Sanchez has been. It's a going away from goal. I'm watching it now. What are you doing? It's so avoidable. He takes it. You're not even anywhere near the goal. What are you doing? You have no need. There's no need. There's no reason to make that challenge. I just don't understand. And the fact that I had seemingly so much confidence he was going to fucking save the thing is a joke. It's an absolute joke. I just don't, for the life of me, understand what it is about Old Trafford that we've got to wait another whole season to win, potentially, a game at Old Trafford in the league. It's beyond me. It is absolutely beyond me how we struggle so much. They are without a proper manager. You know, they are in poor form. Relentlessly, I hear Mark Goldbridge and all of his goons saying how shit Marcus Rashford this and all that. You know, it's a fantastic goal by Caicedo. Make no mistake about it. It's come from a corner. It's Casemiro with the header away. Caicedo absolutely fucking nails it in the bottom corner. Thankfully, Mudryk gets out the way. But we relied on a singular moment. On a singular moment to equalize there. If not for that split moment, that split second, we would have lost today because we didn't really create any other chances after that. I'm so baffled that we even fucking coming away with a draw there is absolutely unbelievable. Caicedo, like you say, Elm, or E1M 09582, Caicedo is in fantastic form, and we've relied on him massively there to actually get us the draw because literally nothing else in any way, shape, or form has gone in the right way for us to say that we deserved anything more than a draw. Again, we fail at Old Trafford. And Lampard, I'm sure, is trying to make head or tail of the situation, but it is what it is. As we stand, where are we in the league? If we look at the table, we're in fourth, joint points with Arsenal, 1 point behind Nottingham Forest. I don't really understand what that means for the rest of the season. It doesn't give me hope for Arsenal on the next Sunday. We've got Noah before then, but again, I don't know. In terms of performances, I feel like Madueke was pretty much non-existent for the majority of the game. Rashford obviously hit the bar right before the halftime break. Gusto a poor performance from him. Colwill, absolutely diabolical performance from him. It was almost like he couldn't get anything right in this game. Fofana was actually the better out of the two, even though I'd been saying this, that, and everything else about him being just terrible for the most of the season. Sanchez, shite. James was really good. Neto, I think, was arguably the most, the highlight of the attack this game. Unlucky to get a goal, for sure. Palmer was non-existent most of the game, I think, in terms of what he usually is. I'm not saying he had a bad game. I'm not saying he had a good game. Just saying Palmer pretty much kept under wraps by this Manchester United team. But Manchester United, looking at its back, Manchester United had so many chances more than us to actually wrap this game up and win. Jackson, fairly unreliable in this game. Pretty useless. And off the bench, Cucurella, Fernandes, and Mudryk didn't really make any sort of impact whatsoever. I don't know. I don't really know what we do moving forward in this season. We're just aiming for top four. Obviously, a lot of people will be like, well, yeah, that's the most obvious thing to do. There was a moment, there was a glimpse, there was a split second where I was hoping that maybe it might have been a shock win for Chelsea this season in the Premier League, but let's be honest, it was never really on the cards. Performances like today put it into perspective that whilst we are massively improving, there's still a lot to work on. There is still a massive shed load of things to work on in this game. And if we fancy ourselves against Arsenal, I don't know how you do. But that's our next game in the league. At home. We're better away from home. And it's our first draw away from home, if I'm not mistaken. Very lackluster, to say the least. With that said, please do like the stream. Like the video. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. We are on the very cusp of 10,000 subscribers on this channel. Please get me over the line as soon as possible. I'm hoping to get there before the international break after the Arsenal game. But until then, or until I do the player ratings video tomorrow, Wednesday or Tuesday, we got, there's going to be career mode, FIFA career mode, all that sort of stuff. In and around then. We got Noah on Thursday, and then we got Arsenal on Sunday, and then it's an international break. So, yeah. Please do like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. If you're watching this in retrospect, please do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. With that said, my name is Harry, up the Chelsea. I'm not going to play ends o'clock. Fuck that.